to identify some substance. Always have to identify. Oh, wait. Let me put on my proper PPE. Because, you know, in science, you got to have your proper PPE on so that you won't mess up your eyes, your nose, your mouth, and your clothes. So we're going to put this on like this. You'll have an apron and some goggles. But I'm going to have my proper PPE on. Okay? So now let's talk about the elements identity. So as you can see, I have a magnifying glass and I'm trying to identify this particular substance. So I can use this triple beam balance to get the mass. I can also use this graduated cylinder, by the way, to, I don't know, get the volume. But guess what? Your element identity is going to be so much simpler. You know why? Because you only got to look at the periodic table. You don't even have to do all of this. Now you will coming up soon, but I'll teach you how to do that. So let's go into identity. When we talk about an element's identity, who is this element? Where are they from? Guess how you can figure that out? By looking at the number of protons, okay? Now, we discussed way earlier that protons were going to be the same number, according to Ape, as the atomic number, right? Right? Okay. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. If the same number is the number as the atomic number, if the proton is that same number, then what's this one? How many protons is in this beryllium right here? Okay? How many protons is in nitrogen? How many protons is in neon? Okay? So we're going to look at that top number to figure that out. All right, now let's get started. So I have some element cards in front of me, and we're going to zoom on into those beautiful element cards. And these element cards are going to have everything that you're going to need, and I will definitely provide you with those during the proper times. But first, we have to do this individually. We need to know how many protons is in hydrogen. We discussed to look at the atomic number, which is going to be the number at the top. So, how many protons does hydrogen have? The correct answer is 1. Okay? Then we have another one, helium. As we add another proton, it's going to change the entire identity of the element. So when we add another proton, it changes the atomic number to 2, which is the element identity, helium. And we have number 2. How many protons does beryllium have? 4. Skip around. How many protons does nitrogen have? 7. Now, if you pay attention to these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, they're all in increasing order. Now, when we say increasing, that means we start from the bottom and we go to the top. Now, remember that song started from the bottom now? Okay, we're going to start from 0, which is 1 in our case, and go all the way throughout the periodic table to 118. It will be in increasing order. So let's back up. We want to know the element's identity. What is the element's name? We should be able to do that if we know the atomic number. Because of Ape, atomic number is the same number of protons and the same number of electrons. And we know that the element's identity comes from however many protons that atom has. Okay? So last one. What is this? And you can do this one on your own. Neon. How many protons is neon? What is that number? We're going to put neon up here where it's supposed to be. And that top number, which is the atomic number, is 10. Okay? Now, go do it on your own.